established he's an imposter.
It's the same rotten story whether we told it to a police inspector or somebody else. What difference does it make?
It makes all the difference between a lot of stuff like this coming out in private and a downright public scandal.
Scandal? What does a scandal matter? The girl's dead and we all helped to kill her. That's what matters.
But did we? Who says so? There's no real evidence that we did.
Of course there is.
No, there isn't. Just think. A man comes here pretending to be a police officer. Now, what does he do? Very artfully, working on bits of information that he's picked up here and there, he bluffs us into confessing that we've been mixed up in this girl's life in one way or another.
And so we have.
But how do we know it's the same girl?
We all admitted it anyway.
No, we didn't. We admitted something to do with a girl, but how do we know it's the same girl?
Why, the photograph.
But how do we know it's the same photograph? He was very careful that Eric and I shouldn't see the one he showed to your father. Now, just think back. Did any two of us look at the same photograph at once?
No.
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 Precisely. There's no proof that it was the same photograph. Therefore, no proof that it was the same girl.
And there isn't the slightest proof that this Daisy Renton was really Eva Smith. We've only got his word for it, and he may have been lying all the time.
Of course. There are probably 4 or 5 different girls.
It doesn't matter to me. The one I knew is dead.
Well, we can soon settle that.
Oh? How?
By ringing the infirmary. Hello? Will you get me the infirmary? It's urgent. No, I don't know the number. Either there's a dead girl there or there isn't.
And if there isn't?
Well, hello? Is that the infirmary? Yes, this is Mr. Gerald Crofts speaking of Crofts Limited. We are rather worried about one of our employees. Have you had a girl brought in there this afternoon who committed suicide by drinking disinfectant or any suicide? Yes, I'll wait. Yes? You're certain of that? I see. Thank you very much. Goodbye. No girl has died there today. They haven't had a suicide in months.
What a relief. Gerald, my boy, pour us out some drinks at once. To think that it's all over.
Is it?
Well, isn't it? We've just been had, that's all.
So nothing's really happened. Just because it didn't end tragically, there's nothing to be sorry for. Nothing to learn. We can all go on behaving just as we did.
Well, why shouldn't we?
We all began to learn something. But now you're ready to go on the same old way.
Oh, and you're not, eh?
No. Because I remember what he said and how he made me feel. It frightens me the way you talk.
It frightens me, too.
Just look at them. The famous younger generation who know it all. And they can't even take a joke.
I tell you, whoever that inspector is, as long as I live, I shall never forget him.
I do. I'd forgotten all about him.
Oh, good gracious. Now, Arthur, what do you think we'd better do? We don't want any fuss or scandal.
Leave it to me, my dear. We'll just give him a fright and send him away with a flea in his ear. After all, you know, we're in the right. Now, look here. I want to have a few straight words with you. 1 or 2 facts have come my way, Mr. So-called Inspector. And now it's my turn to ask you a few questions, and I don't think you're going to like them.
Father,
in the
you're wanted on the telephone.
Just a minute. Mr. Burling speaking. Yes, Fletcher? What? Here? That was the police. A girl has just died on her way to the infirmary after swallowing some disinfectant. A police inspector is on his way here to ask some questions.